Welcome to the Life with Arellanos podcast. I'm Yayon's house.
Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Life with Arellanos podcast.
Yes.
I'm so happy that I'm back. I am not very happy that we scheduled yung, how should I say this? Yung paggawa ng banyo natin right beside our studio.
Welcome back back home.
Yes.
Okay, welcome back to the Philippines.
Right.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, 1 month nawala ang aking asawa.
Mm-mm.
1 month kaming nahiwalay sa isa't isa. Nawalay sa isa't isa.
Bakit ka kapag nag-explain ko minsan parang sobrang
drama.
dramatic? Kami ang parang ano nasa alam mo yung mga what do you call this? Yung mga AM drama shows paghapon.
Baka kakakinig din sa mga ganun.
Mga
But
ganun.
anyway, basta yun.
Yeah, sorry. Pasensya na sa aming background kapag kayo'y nanonood via YouTube.
Ito po ay pansamantala lang.
Ito yung office ko at pasensya na talagang yung office ko ay talagang hindi
Ay basurahan.
Ay basurahan.
Isang malaking basurahan.
Naghahanap kami ng pet snakes this morning. Apparently, feeling ko makakahanap kami ng pet snake ngayon dito. But although, it parang naman
But you're not
improved.
here to judge our background, right?
No.
You're here to listen to our nonsense.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So,
And this episode,
I think this episode, it's nice to talk about what we went through when I was away.
yes.
Nung hindi tayo magkasama, isang buwan yun.
Yes.
And, okay.
First and foremost, okay, this was for work. So Drew left for work and it entailed him having to be away for 1 month.
Right.
So, of course, initially he was hesitant. Well, he wasn't too keen on taking it because, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is, wait, if I take it, that would mean me having to be away from the family. And it's not just a lock-in taping here in Manila, but it's in like a fly out of
In
the country
Thailand.
type of
Right.
trip.
Right.
So at first, dun ka lang nahirapan na, am I ready to do something like this? Na 1 month ako mawawala. And this is the first time ever.
No, okay, sige. Pag-usapan din natin to na when the project was presented and then I asked you, what do you think?
And I was like, do it.
And I'm like, why did you say do it?
It was like, that wasn't the answer I was
parang,
expecting to get from you.
parang for me, it only means na, what? It means that I'm gonna be gone for, I mean, if they, finally decide to get me nga, di ba? Parang they were asking, my availability and everything, but mukhang natuloy and everything, but
So,
yeah.
so were you hoping I would say no, but you had an excuse to not do it?
I was hoping you'd say no. I was hoping you'd say no.
Well, I'm sorry.
But
I'm glad you did. And aren't you glad also that you did?
Wow. It's definitely like a new chapter.
Yeah.
And I forged a lot of relationships in the process. I was, pretty much went away. Paano ba? I nag-sidestep.
Forged? Tama ba yun? Did
Forge.
you really forge?
I forged
okay.
relationships. I kind of like sidestepped from out.
You stepped out of the box.
Kumbaga nag-sidestep muna ako ng konti na hindi ako masyadong komportable sa ginawa kong trabaho, and then wala akong kakilala. So, alam mo yan, ang daming mga factors na mahirap. But anyway, yung isa sa pinakamahirap nga ay just being away from you guys.
Actually, being away from the kids. From me, okay lang sa kanya.
See, yan na naman tayo. Ito na naman tayo.
Okay, hindi.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get there.
We're really gonna get there.
Okay.
We want to get there. But yeah, I was dreading
leaving.
So kung pag meron kayong naririnig na pukpukan, yun na yung ginagawa na nga pala yung banyo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was dreading to leave, but I had to leave, and then when I got there, minulto pa ako. So talagang it wasn't.
This is a true story.
This is a true story, and that's gonna be a separate episode, probably for Halloween, I'm guessing, because it's near Halloween. But oh my God, it was a crazy story. But anyway, series of stories. But anyway, hard because sanay na sanay akong matulog with the kids.
Yeah.
Duday or Duday and Primo or Duday and Leon. And,
Or Duday Prima and Leon.
Or Duday Primo and Leon. And sanay rin ako sa work sked na yung sakto lang ba? Because nga, 40 plus years old na ako eh. So parang gusto ko naman, from dating 20-year-old, 25-year-old.
Wait, narinig ko sila, nag-react yung mga tao. 40 plus ka na pala? Sabi, yun narinig ko sila, sabi nila, ha? Ang tanda na pala ni Drew kasi mukha kang baby face eh. Splinok mo lang sarili mo.
Okay lang
But
yan.
yes, for those watching, he is 40 plus.
Teka lang, balik tayo sa topic pwede.
Oo, yun na nga, sorry. Narinig ko lang kasi sila.
Narinig mo?
Okay,
narinig ko yung pupuhan kasi sa CR. So, naisip ko, parang, okay na ako, parang,
and this is parang love.
Wala naman tayong inaasam-asam pa, di ba? Parang sakto lang ba?
I think this project was the most artista kind of work that you've had to do.
Na hindi, okay.
Artista because like, we're talking about taping.
Bakit nga ba pagdating sa industriya ng Pilipinas, basta nakita ka nila sa TV, artista ka na, di ba usually, uy, artista yun paano ba to? Artista. Pwede naman, technically in a sense, di ba? Parang if you're a host, you can be, dubbed as an artist because it is a form of art. Pero parang automatically pag sinabi mong artista, actor yan or whatever. Di ba tama ba ako?
Okay.
Di ba? Usually kasi parang, kunyari, they introduced me for some event. TV actor / host. Oh, yeah, that's a TV actor. Pero parang it's just
Nahihiya ka.
Nahihiya
siya.
Hiyang-hiya talaga ako. So, parang like what you said, na parang
ito na yung artistang trabaho that he's done. Because, as a host, normally it's, the job of a host is a little more forgiving. So, this one was really something different for you. So, wala ka na nga sa pamilya mo, wala ka pa sa bansa, tapos ito pa yung pinasok mong trabaho.
Yeah. And ito yung experience naming mag-asawa. Meaning to say, and that's why feeling ko at a certain point, so ito palang nararamdaman ng mga kaibigan kong OFW. Ito palang nararamdaman ng kaibigan kong seaman, na they're gone for like 6 months or whatever. That's tough. And I was just gone for like a month. And they have to do that because they have to feed their kids back home.
Actually, they are left with no choice.
That correct.
And you chose to leave us. Hindi naman ganun.
Tarantado.
because I was also very encouraging and supportive of you in taking on this project, love.
Well, sobrang hindi ko na-appreciate yun. I'm just kidding. Syempre na-appreciate ko yun. It's just that, what? You're good to go? I mean...
Why was it so easy for you to let me fly away?
What? And then, ito pa after a few weeks, actually okay din na wala ka dahil marami akong magagawa.
Ang dami kong nagagawa.
Tapos tinanong ko sa kanya, teka lang, ba't wala ka bang nagagawa kapag nandito ako? That's a legit question.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get to that na. Ngayon ka na ba, ikakwento? But yeah, may ganun kami. It was funny because, of course, I was sad. And no una actually, love, when you mentioned this project to me, I didn't let it fill me up with fear and parang sadness. Parang I was just like, at first I was like, oh, this is exciting. Exciting for you and also exciting on my end na, uy, mayroon ako dito sa bahay na apat yung mga bata. Alright, sige, let's see how we're gonna do this. But yeah, I was also excited about how it was. And naman we love. I look forward also to these kinds of challenges.
Yeah, that yun yung gusto kong, so parang, I don't know if...
Yes, I was sad that you were away. But I also thought it was a great opportunity for me to experience being with the kids without you there.
Right. It's funny that
kasi iba din yung dynamics, love, when you're there eh.
Yes, but iba rin kasi yung, how should I say this? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yung competitiveness mo ba plays an important role. Kasi feeling ko parang
What am I competing against?
No. Kasi di ba, feeling ko na parang you're competing against yourself and you're testing yourself. You told me about this before I left. Na parang, yeah, you want that like hard situations wherein you're with the kids and then parang ang dami mo nang kailangan gawin. Parang you want to be in a very difficult position.
Not the one that I want to be in a difficult position, but I just feel that it's such a great opportunity for me to figure things out.
Correct.
To wing it as I go along. And also a great opportunity for the kids to cooperate.
Yeah. Thrive.
And to thrive. And to, like, it's a great chance for me to also have trust in the kids.
Right.
Because more often than not, you're there to help. Ate Wayne's there to help.
Right.
Ate G's there to help. But
And that's part of their learning. Eh.
That's for me. It's part of their learning.
I agree. I totally agree.
Oh.
We go back to the hardship that I kind of felt.
Yes.
Kasi parang
let's focus on you.
Sige, it was easier for you guys because you're still here.
Yeah.
And you were comfortable with whatever.
We still had our routine.
Right. It was tough I gotta tell you, it was tough the first 2 weeks. Like,
As an OFW.
well,
Parang ganun eh. As an OFW, I'm sure this is what everyone else has to go through the moment that they have to leave their families.
Correct.
And, try make it somewhere else. So, yeah, how was that for you?
Well, one, it's a good thing that food there was so good. It was also a bonus that, grabe, everyone was so professional. Everyone was so punctual. Ito, pinag-uusapan nga namin because it was the Philippine team mixed with the Thai team. And yung kausap ko yung mga Philippine members from all the departments of production, isa lang yung nasa utak nila parang, pwede naman pala. Kaya pala. Gusto kong i-apply ito sa Pilipinas.
In terms of
everything.
Being professional in all aspects.
Equality, professionalism.
No power tripping.
Ang galing talaga. Efficiency. That's why even though 12 hours, kahit na, di ba parang, I mean, sabihin natin, when I shoot for biyahe, yeah, kasama na yung pagod sa biyahe ng biyahe itself, the traveling, di ba, the transits. But parang sobrang comfortable na ako because I've been working with the same people for a good number of years. So parang, the comfort's there. So it's easier. Meeting new people, because it is part of the work. I like it also because, diba, that's part of the charm.
Yeah.
It's not boring. This one, same set every single day. Scripts, dahil nga you have to act. And then you have to, do a different character. Then you go back to the hotel room, and then it's gonna be the same day. It's my first time to actually experience a lock-in taping.
And also, love, because we're talking about 1 month. It's not just a week, but a month. And I think that this is a good amount of time for some people. Kasi syempre, love, the first couple of days, syempre, pwedeng maging pakitang tao. Diba? Like you can put on a front, this is how I am, but in a month, that kind of gives them enough time to really bring out their true colors.
Right.
And so, of course, there's also a chance for friction between people.
That's true. But
how was that?
Yun yung maganda doon. We had workshops already in Manila before flying. Malaking importante yan eh. Because yung samahan, yung rapport, the chemistry, importante yan bago kayo magtrabaho together. Okay. And then we had a series of workshops pa even before I mean there in Thailand even before we actually started taping. So ano talaga, kumbaga parang no inhibitions, no walls. We started like that.
Okay.
And what's great was that everyone was pretty much the same person from day 1 to day 40.
Wala
yung
parang biglang,
wala.
may mga napikon na.
Wala. Because malaking bagay nga yung, wow, we have so much respect towards the system of and that's why
the work etiquette.
That's why it made the work easier.
Okay.
Because nga, wow, people, of course, I was talking to the co-actors, alam nila yung patakaran sa Pilipinas eh. So parang comparing it to
Yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
happening, parang automatically it's positive for them. Na parang,
Yeah.
wow. To the point na,
But how about when you guys aren't working? How about then, like, what was it that everyone else was going through? Were you all...
you mean like the Tenga time?
No, like, were you all feel... No, because they also had families that they left behind.
Yes. And we just talked about that over and over again.
You guys would always talk about that.
We talk about that, like, lalo na with Kai. Kai would always, do FaceTime with the kids. Some kasi were like 19 years old. Yung tipong may boyfriend, pero, I mean, kanya-kanya naman. Yung mga iba naman, hindi pa married, pero may pusa sa bahay.
Okay.
May ibang cast members naman na may 2 anak, iniwan sa lola. Yung may isa naman na meron siyang fiancé. So, kanya-kanyang challenges din yan. And everyone was just very open-minded and very like, hey, I'm nakabukas ako. I'll share to everyone how I feel and what I feel. So kaya
It became easier.
It became easier. Everyone was very vocal about their feelings, and that's why naturally after when we finished everything, everyone got very close.
So close.
Everyone got very close, and that kind of helped me go through and push through with the whole 1 month. Because for 2 weeks, it was actually pretty
intense.
It was a bit slow kasi nga parang kinakapa ko pa yung work that I had to do. But after the second week, parang, uy, bumibilis na. And we were talking about it. Parang, hey guys, parang bumibilis na. So we were being comfortable with everything already, and it was more fluid. And yun nga, like what I said, unti-unti mo nakikita na, okay. Ito yung tipong, I'm not just talking about the cast, I'm talking about the whole production team.
Even the Thai team.
No, the production team. Even the Thai team also, but the production team from the directors, producers, cameraman, audio, we got really close. And it made things just better and easier.
But because of your closeness, because I'm sure this is something that a lot of other OFWs experience, because of your closeness, because kahit papaano you're all sharing each other's vulnerabilities, or you become vulnerable also to each other.
Yep.
Wala namang mga, syempre, kind of got close to people, or did you see that happening to other people on the set?
Oh, like in a bad way? What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, I never. That's. Well, I don't know.
Because I'm just thinking, like I'm sure that this happens to, actually more often than not, on a lock-in set, it happens.
You know what?
A lot.
Even before oh my God, I remember your cuentos. Yes, correct.
So I was wondering, like, did you see that happen? Or
you know what?
What made you feel so confident that, we became close, but not naman like that?
In all fairness, I never thought, it never entered, parang, it was never a
like,
topic.
Not even for you.
No,
for other people.
It was never a topic. Wala, as in...
Walang mga kantsawan. Kasi normally, that yun ang nangyayari.
Wala.
Okay.
Yun nga yung maganda doon.
Because this is also something that can happen to other OFWs who, syempre, they have their own barkada in work, and then syempre, konting kantsawan lang, and
then they leave their family.
Hard. The family's away.
And not just the OFW, or not the people who flew away, but also the people who got left behind because they're all alone.
Yeah.
I'm sure, diba? I've heard some stories. Lalo na,
trying to find comfort somewhere.
Lalo na
in someone.
Lalo na, my dad was a lawyer, diba? And then, of course, diba, he'd go to Hong Kong like once or twice a week to talk to OFWs. And normally, yun yung nagiging problema talaga. Na, alam mo na, nagka-developan, wala kasi yung asawa, wala kasi yung ganyan. Oh yeah, you also had that experience when you
that's right.
left.
I was in Korea for 10 days. 10 days is still 10 days. Maybe it might not compare to the 1 month that you were away.
Yeah.
And of course, we had prima pa lang at that time.
Right. Did you also, I'm sure it's so natural for people to forge relationships. Lalo na if you're together all the time. Remember when you did theater?
Yeah.
Kasi nga, I was telling my other co-actors, pretty much majority of them came from theater. And then I told them, you know what? My wife did theater. And then I get it now. Like, it's so natural for people to get close because nga, you're like, no inhibitions. You just pretty much
And
share.
especially, love, when you're acting, you have to be vulnerable.
Uh-huh.
And you're giving and taking to each other.
Right. Right.
Diba?
Yeah.
To and from each other.
Correct.
So, kaya I guess that's why parang, yun nga.
People
And eventually,
people are more sensitive. I get, how should I say this? More, yun nga, tama kayo. Parang, medyo na-peel yung skin eh. Oo eh. So parang, people are more vulnerable and susceptible to whatever. Di ba?
falling.
Well, not falling naman, but, I guess, siguro,
To some extent.
To some extent.
To some extent.
To some extent.
But yeah, even for the people who are left behind, it can happen. It doesn't even have to be for, like you said, it doesn't have to be for the people that leave.
Right.
But also for the people that get left behind, because the truth of the matter is you're not together at that moment. And I don't know, I guess some people are dealing with that and trying to find comfort elsewhere. So buti na lang, when you guys found comfort in each other, it was like nothing that led to something that might not have been healthy anymore.
You know, I mean, I'm going back to my experience in Thailand. And the reason why I'm telling you na it was never a topic. It was never in the air. Kasi maybe parang it was all about, I don't know, that specific group it was all about just laugh trip, comedy, humor.
Okay.
Walang, kasi of course it's a
Walang
comedy.
halong ibang
It's a comedy.
malice of any sort.
Wala talaga na parang kaya nga natutuwa ako because okay to dahil ito yung group of people na gusto kong actually makasama dahil una muna magaan.
It was a healthy set.
Super healthy
set. It was a healthy set.
Super healthy set. Wala masyadong stress.
Yeah.
Dahil nga 12 hours of work, 6 a.m. call time, 6 p.m. pack up, papatayin ng ilaw. Ganon ka-stricto sila.
Well, kami naman dito, I guess you could say there was added stress because nagkulang kami ng isang pair of hands, isang set of hands.
Mm-hmm.
But,
pair of hands ba or isang puso?
Eventually, sumakit din yung puso ko. Pero hindi dahil wala si Jude, dahil sa workout ko.
Sa workout. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay.
And then, but, yeah, for us naman here, yeah, we definitely felt your absence.
Talaga?
That's for sure.
How?
Love, iba rin kasi, love, do you want me to say it? You're the gel.
Yes. Yes! I actually started this podcast and to reach episode 7 or 8 just to hear you say that. Just kidding.
Hindi, but love, you are like the gel. Hey, love, I think it's not even, there's no question to the kind of energy that you bring to wherever you go.
Okay.
And because you weren't here, there was a lack of that energy, of your energy. And love, I think that's why Primo just loves it when we're together because he feels that energy.
Mm-mm.
And I think it radiates throughout the whole house. So when you weren't here, of course, na-miss ka namin.
Mm-hmm.
But naramdam ka pa rin namin sa mga kalat na iniwan mo dito.
Papayak na sana ako eh. Pero you brought me back.
Ramdam ka pa rin namin sa mga kalat na iniwan mo dito. No, it's funny because I was thinking, love, okay, go to Thailand, enjoy, have fun. This is going to be a good chance to clean up your mess. But let me tell you, thank God those 4 weeks went by fast.
Kasi?
Because the 4 weeks went by and I realized, hindi ko pala na-umpisahan yung pagligpit ng mga gamit ni Drew dito. So the mess that he left here was the same mess that he came home to. Good job, wife. Good job, wife, for not cleaning.
But it's not naman your job to clean my mess.
Ay, hindi ba? Wala mo pala.
Oo. Wait lang. Ito paling nawawala akong motorcycle gloves. Wait lang. Anyway. Baligay ko siya doon para ma-remember ko.
No, but love, yun nga, for us here, we definitely missed you. But I guess that's why I had to put in an extra effort to keep the kids busy so that, we wouldn't feel your absence so much. Kasi wala ka na nga eh. So that's why we started on going on weekly dates.
Mhm.
And Prem was like, I love having dates with you, Mama. So I'm hoping that that's something that we can
Absolutely.
continue.
Right.
So parang because you were gone, it allowed us to shake up the routine a bit and discover something new to do, which we wouldn't have been able to do if you were still here.
Yeah.
Because we would have been carrying on doing the same things that we're used to doing.
Routine.
Yeah, so it turned out to also be a beautiful thing for the kids, for the family, because we were able to discover these things that, you know, we probably wouldn't have done.
Tama.
Or probably would have taken more time if you were here.
You know what's okay, ito, and I'm just like outside looking in. Goodness golly, how we have matured so much individually to actually have this type of mindset now. Now we're actually having, or you know, no, really, we have this like half glass full type of mentality, and not the other way around. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Parang feeling ko so we had to heal nga, like we were talking about this yesterday, na parang where we are now as human beings, what we've gone through, what we've been through, what we've experienced, all the hardships, what we've learned from other people, people's mistakes, I guess people's other parang successful experiences in life. Laking bagay na dala-dala natin yan, and iba na yung mentality natin when it comes to these things. And
even if the situation might be a little difficult.
Oo.
Yeah.
Parang we can still see, hey, like
the
a light.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang and I was talking remember, I was talking to my fellow co-stars also, na parang I know I'm having a hard time, but I feel that it's a good time for me to do this because, one, I'm mentally prepared, and like I feel that I'm mature enough to actually deal with this.
Mm-hmm. And love, I have to say yes. Because between the two of us, ako yung nasa entertainment industry, di ba? And so...
Photograph to, ano?
Excuse me, wag mo kumpisahan. Excuse me, ready ka na para magdrama, di ba? Ready ka na para sa mga crying scenes mo?
Hindi, gusto ko yung mga love scenes, yung mga kissing scenes, para makabawi ako sa'yo. Sorry.
Oh, what was I saying?
Ano sabi niya? DB, ano sabi niya?
What was I saying? I remember na. Between the two of us, ako yung nasa entertainment industry.
Right.
I'm, I'm kind of used to the discomforts that
Kala ko the fame.
that it's wow. that I'm put in.
Okay.
Doing things that I'm not comfortable with because I've never done it before, but I'll do it anyway because it's my way of exploring, and I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ikaw, you've always been sure of, hindi ko naman pangarap maging actor eh. I'm good with this. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Right.
Okay na tayo dito. And then here comes some comedy acting something na hindi ko rin masabi kung ano. And, it was something that you were not sure of. And it didn't help that it was, the project was so confidential that they couldn't even give you full details.
Yeah.
Hindi pa nakatulong yun, di ba?
I know, it didn't work.
And yet, you allowed yourself to take it on. Kaya, proud ako sa'yo doon, love.
Pero hiyang-hiya pa rin ako, syempre. Hiyang-hiya ako because, nahiya lang din ako dahil they presented it, and then I was like, can you give...
Ikaw pa yung medyo...
Can you give
me time?
Can you give me time, or can you give me like... Because can you throw me some bones so that I know more? So that, pagdating ko doon,
buti na
lang. Buti na lang talaga. It was such a blessing. So that's why parang, it was also like a learning experience for me, because if the universe, throws something at you, or offers something, an opportunity, knocks at your door, and even though you're uncomfortable with it, you know what? Try it out. Just try it out. Who knows?
You might discover something about yourself.
Oh my God. Yun
I
talaga
mean,
yun.
there will always be something that'll come out of it, whether it's good. Actually, no, something good will always come out of it.
Yeah.
It might not be what you were looking for
But
or
at
what
least
you
you
were
tried.
hoping
But at least you tried.
for. Yeah, but
You know what
there
I
will
said?
always be a lesson that you can take from it.
You know what I said though? And I'm of course, this is not part of the topic anymore, but this is actually my experience was, kahit na sabihin na natin hindi mag-work yung end product, it's a new genre. Kahit na hindi mag-work, return on investment na yung
The friendship,
yung samahan ko, and then the professionalism that I got, the system that they used, it's just world class.
So yung samahan definitely helped all of you guys cope with being away from your families for 1 month.
Yes, and they knew how.
Wait, but there was one thing. There's one thing I want to ask you about, because maybe a week into him being away, napaiyak mo si Primo.
Yeah. Oh.
How was that for you? Because you couldn't be there to console and comfort him.
No, well, okay. So Primo's 6 years old, and we were doing like this a video call.
Yeah.
And then we had this like running joke na.
Okay, backstory. Mas kamukha kasi ni Primo.
Yung older brother
kuya
ko.
nito. And so, gina-joke nila na tatay niya.
Oo. But
Talaga, yung kuya niya at hindi ito.
But umabot na sa saturation point si Primo saying na, hey, that's a bad joke.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that joke. And then when we had that video conference call that specific day,
Okay.
and Primo's like, hey, kuya, papa, your kuya's here. And then I said something like, oh, your real papa, yung knee-jerk reaction.
Oh, your real dad's there. Your
Real papa's there. And then, umiyak kagad si Primo.
Primo
And
like,
I
"It's
felt
not-"
so bad because, you know me, the joker that I am, a knee-jerk, whatever. So talaga I felt so bad because he was crying, and then I said, sabi ko, anak, I'm so sorry, I promise.
And how was that for you? Like, how did you deal with that? I'm sure people also have to go through that kind of...
I was, una muna, I had to apologize. Automatically, I had to apologize, and like from my heart na talagang dapat ramdam talaga ni Primo, because oh my God, sobra akong apologetic, sobra akong like super
And this was just like the first part
bad move,
of the
bad
time
move.
na wala si Drew. Hindi man lang pauwi si Drew. Ito, kakaalis
Bad
na lang.
joke from Papa Du. Bad joke. So I said sorry, and then I promised him, never gonna say that again. Never gonna tell that joke ever again. Okay, kuya? And then he said yes
got
naman.
better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure that was hard for you, love.
It was pretty hard. Lalo na if you can't be there physically to console that person.
And you know what was also hard din pala, love? Even the timing of communicating with you, because I feel that the best time for you to call me was when I would get home from 24 Horas. And love, you know naman that time is the time that I come home to take a bath, to go to sleep.
Right.
And also for the kids.
Right.
So, that was also a hard thing. Akala mo naman nasa States, di ba?
A 1 hour difference, but
1 hour difference
it
lang,
was
but
still very substantial, very substantial.
But because he was working throughout the day, there was no other better time for him to talk to us than at the end of his day.
Wala pa akong matinong internet kasi sa set rin. Sila kasi they had, I guess,
Data.
data. But I switched on na lang my data the last few days.
But these are things that people also have to deal with as they're working away from their families.
Yeah, I have to say.
Pag ako'y nawala, paano?
You know what? Like what you said, it's a challenge that I am, ready to accept. Kasi like what you said, excited din ako to just have those moments with the kids.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, wala lang. I'm just really excited also na, lalo na pag lumalaki ng mga anak natin, tas nakikita natin yung dynamics nila. They have their relationship, and brother, sister, tatlo sila, or, syempre, yung pinakabunso natin, wala pang malay, nagiging kinakagat lang ng mga tao, but, nagiging teddy bear, but yeah, I think, of course, it's gonna be hard as well, but, what's good about it is that if you were able to do it, I don't think
You can do it better.
I can.
Ganon.
It's always a competition.
It's always a competition.
It's always a competition. It's always a competition.
No, hindi. So,
What?
hindi. Sinasagot ko yung tanong ni DB eh.
Na,
Kung pwede ako magdrama ulit. So, ako naman yung mawawala ng isang buwan. Maglalak and taping ako.
oh.
Para magdrama,
Ano pa
acting.
naman? Drama meaning acting.
Yeah.
Hindi ba pwede rom-com?
Kailangan drama talaga.
Kailangan drama talaga?
No, but love, I have to say, I know that maybe, did you want me to, you're not naman the type that would want me to be sad naman that you're gone, di ba?
Never.
Never, right?
I never want anyone to be sad, period.
So I actually enjoyed the time that Drew was away, yung tipong parang 1 week na lang, babalik ka na. And I was like, babalik na pala si Drew?
Nasad ka ba na 1 week na
hindi,
lang?
parang sabi
Teka
ko,
lang. I'm getting different vibes.
Sabi ko sa kanya, 2 weeks pa siya mag-extend dun.
Lang hiya.
No, but really, I thoroughly enjoyed the time that you were away because, love, I guess God is really just perfect with His timing because it was also the time na patapos na yung isang place that we were building.
Mm-hmm.
So, it gave me so many chances to work on that term, which I wouldn't have had if you were here because I would always want to be home here with you.
Really?
Yeah. Or with the kids. Like, while you were away, it gave me so many chances to just always make contact the kids with me and bring them wherever I was going, no matter what I needed to do. Because if you were here, I would always want to also bring them home because I would always have to consider, Drew's home. I don't want to take the kids because Drew's going to be there with them.
Right.
May ganun eh. So I enjoyed all these moments where I would just do the groceries and the kids would be with me. I would go to a meeting and the kids would go with me.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Alamay and I brought the kids with me.
Oh! Wait, who passed? Wait, I didn't know. I didn't get the memo.
One of my friends' mom, her mama passed away.
Wow. Okay.
And, I took them with me.
How was that experience for them?
It was a great experience, love, because it was my way of modeling and showing them that this is how it
This
is
is part
to
of
be,
life.
and this is how it is to be a friend.
Totoo. Mm-hmm.
This is how it is to try to comfort and console someone that you love when they have lost someone that they have,
Correct.
that they also love.
Correct.
Of course, they were like, "Oh, is this a cemetery? Oh, I want to see a grave.
Yeah,
I want to see a." So may ganon. I mean, so that's another another experience for them because they've actually never been to, something like that. Because I know that if you were here, feeling ko you wouldn't be so keen on me taking them to something like that.
You know what?
Or I probably wouldn't even think of taking them because you would probably be here home with them.
Correct.
So I just loved it because you weren't here. I had to have them with me wherever I was going, no matter what I was going to do. And all of these moments I feel were experiences and learning opportunities for them, which I enjoyed. And love, even when I would just be in the car driving with the two kuya sitting in the back and I would watch them.
Okay na, no?
The way they would share their food, the way they would talk to each other, the way Leon was falling asleep and Prima was holding his brother up so that he wouldn't fall, or so his head wouldn't fall forward. And these are all like little things about it. I love being able to witness these opportunities.
Okay, before we actually end the episode, because this is so funny, and I actually want to make cuento because this is just so funny. Okay.
Well, this was one of Drew's moments when he got back from his trip.
So the day I got back, si Primo had carpentry class. So we drive to...
And normally, Leon, sumasama. Actually, recently lang yon. Normally, it's just Prima. But Leon, package deal sila. B1, B2 sila. So Leon always wants to join his kuya.
Cute talaga.
Saling pusa.
Actually, si kuya then wants Leon to join him.
Wants Leon to
But anyway, so we're done with carpentry class. We're walking towards the car. And then when we get inside the car, Prima goes, "Papa, I smell something funny.
Something smells bad."
Something smells bad. I'm like, oh no, someone stepped on poo. And I check my shoes. I'm like, oh, not Papa. How about you? Oh, not me.
Sabi ni
Ah!
Papa.
It's baby bro. I'm like, are you sure? And then I check baby bro's shoes. Oh no, it's baby bro. And then Primo goes, you know what? You know what? Why? I can't believe
baby
it.
bro?
Why? Why? And then baby bro goes, the 4-year-old kid goes, it was an accident. And then I was like giggling already, but Primo kept on saying, I can't believe it. It's so mabaho inside the car. Baby bro, next time, please. And I'm like, hey, hold on. Time out. Kuya, let it go, okay? Let it go. At sinabi ni Leon, let it go. Let it go. And then I was cracking up. Ito yung nakakatawa dyan. Si Kuya, hindi na rin nakayanan. Tumawa na rin siya. So, those are the moments na
Diba?
it was just,
Exactly. And
yeah, it's so fun.
you know, I feel that even though it might be added stress because yes, you're in the car alone with no one to help and clean up that mess in the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a moment where it taught Primo
Yeah.
to just let it go.
Let it
And
go.
parang, okay, well, you gotta deal with it because nothing, unless you want to clean that crap up on the shoe,
Right.
then you're gonna have to live with it until there's a time to clean it up.
Mm.
Diba? As opposed to if I was in the car with you and I cleaned it up right away,
Right.
it would have been a different thing.
Absolutely. No, in my head, I was on EDSA.
And you wouldn't hear the complaining. Then hindi mangyayari yung joke na yon, diba?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I was on EDSA. Am I gonna stop and actually, clean it up? Nah. Kuya, just wear your mask, okay? It's gonna work. No, Papa, it's not gonna work. Anyway, I'm home and I'm so happy that I'm back home.
I'm glad you're home.
The
I
fir-
think, and our kids are
man.
so happy that you're
And
home.
can I just say, I mean, I'm not just like, saying this, but I really felt
That they
that
miss
the
you.
kids missed me so much to the point na they've been sleeping with me and then like on the third...
Love, they napped with you. They don't even nap anymore. Primo doesn't even nap anymore.
Oh, man.
I see Drew because he took a red-eye flight.
Yeah.
He was sleepy the day he arrived.
Yeah.
Siyempre, umexit lang ng konting Papa nila. He wasn't on the couch. He wasn't in the dining area.
Grabe.
So we're like, where's Papa? He was sleeping
Grabe.
in the room.
I
So Primo Leon.
really felt like a magnet.
Yeah.
I really felt like a magnet. And then, ay nako, as in overflowing na yung pagmamahal talaga na talagang, I mean, even with Duday parang I thought, oh my God, sana Duday would have the same amor towards me, before leaving. It actually became more amor.
More.
More amor. So yeah, it's just nice to be back and thank you for eavesdropping again.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Hey, thanks for listening in on our past episodes.
We appreciate your comments, by the way. And normally, you have comments on our YouTube posts. And also, when we do those, like, IG short reels, you guys get to comment as well. We really appreciate that.
Super.
If you guys have similar stories, people that you love would need to go or have left the house for a good number of months, a good number of years. Maybe you just want to express how you feel and
how you can relate,
and just chat. Yeah,
we love hearing from you guys. But yeah, thanks for listening in. More to come, especially now that the hubby is back.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, so I just also want to insert, I did a few interviews like Justin Luzares. In a few weeks, we're also pretty much posting an episode with a guy I really admire.
Okay.
A super funny guy I really admire. So we're gonna have those Q&A with Team A episodes along the way.
Okay.
All right?
Nice.
I love you. Oh my God, it's so funny. You know why?
Why?
When I interviewed Justin Luzares,
Sabi mo, I love you sa kanya.
Hindi. It was so funny. Someone commented, oh, I was waiting for Justin to say I love you. That's a good one. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
in his British
Marites,
accent,
British
or
accent.
basta kung ano, one of the many accents that he does. But yeah, love that guy. I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
But love you, love. I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back.
And I think
You'll
all of your friends,
clean up the
your
mess.
family,
sorry.
your children
Mm-hmm.
are so happy you're back.
Gotta stop this. I need some tissues. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Life without Arellanos podcast. Arellanos house.